knowing just what you know now, imagine that you have two people working for you, a sensor and an intuitive, and you ask them both to go write a 5-year plan. That's the task. Go write a 5-year plan. And so if I tell my sensing employee and my intuitive employee to go write a 5-year plan, what am I likely to get? Well, from the sensor, if that's my only instruction, I'm likely to get details, and probably lots of them. And so there may very well be facts and figures and structures and charts and dates and money and resources, because that's what you need to be able to plan out into the future. And all of those facts and figures come from what I know to be the case now and what I know to have been the case in the past. So there it is. That might take some space to get all that together and pull it together, all of those details. So the sensor comes to me with this volume of, here's my 5-year plan. Now, the intuitive comes up with a piece of paper, perhaps, or a 3x5 card. I mean, here's my paragraph. Here's my vision statement of where I will be 5 years from now. And so there doesn't necessarily have to be a lot of volume to that, because it's out kind of unencumbered with all the detail of now and what was. So that may very well happen. What is telling is when my preferences and biases as a manager kick in because of that. Now, let's say that I am a sensing manager, and then I go up to the sensor and say, wonderful, Sarah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Good detail, good command of the resources and how to attribute those. So that's exactly what I was looking for. Good job. Hey, Earth to Shirley. You know, what are you talking about? This is where you're going to be. How are you going to make that happen? And how much is that going to cost? And how are we going to get there? And what you really need to do is work with Sarah over here to really pull this down and make this practical. You really missed the point. And here are all of the belittling judgments in there. And it's from the sensing point of view that we come up with the term airhead. And that's the way a sensor can see the intuitive as being somebody who, I don't know what you're talking about, pulling all these data from out in the clouds. And that's, so that's going on. But at the same time, let's flip the coin. And let's say you've got the intuitive manager who goes, hey, sure, that was exactly what I was looking for. Way to think outside the box and really be expansive, not be tied down. That's exactly the kind of vision I was looking for. Good job. Hey, Sarah, the proctologist just called and they found your head. You got so wrapped up around these details, around these fixed quantities, that you missed the point, the big picture, which is, don't be such a lazy brain. Think outside the box, and what you really need to do is more like what Shirley did. And hear all the judgment that's in there, all wrapped around not really knowing, not really valuing the way the other saw the world.